tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Earlier today in the morning, Raila Odinga updated his Facebook account. This is what Raila Amolo Odinga updated today morning through his Facebook account. Began the day with a working breakfast meeting in Mombasa with Central Kenya MPs. And then from the photos Raila shared, you can see Amos Kimunya in the photo. You can see Maina Kamanda, you can see Shebesh, you can see Mwadhi and other members of parliament from Central Kenya. And then after Raila had posted that, ODM Director of Communication, Philip Etale, also updated his Facebook account. You can see the post there. He captions it, the photo continues to grow bigger. Yes. And then you can see the same photo, he has also posted it there. So the fact that Raila is highlighting this and then ODM's Director of Communication is also highlighting the same, it seems to appear that this is a very serious message that ODM party and also Raila Amolo Odinga's political handlers, they want to pass a message through this photo and also through this post. And then, interestingly enough, Dennis Itumbi, a very close Ruto ally, also was roped into the whole thing. So, but Dennis Itumbi was very candid and straightforward to the point. This is what Dennis Itumbi himself updated also through his Facebook account on the same issue. Jubilee presidential candidate is Raila Odinga. Yes. And then checking on the post downwards, he says, meanwhile, Jubilee for Tinga men, number 1, Kanini Kega, number 2, Ngujiri Wambugu, number 3, Honorable Mwadhi, number 4, Maina Kamanda, 5, Honorable Dr. Amos Kimunya, 6, Jeremiah Kioni, 7, Rachel Shebesh. Yes. That's what Dennis Itumbi also posted today through his Facebook account. So somebody might ask, why is Dennis Itumbi highlighting this post while we know for a fact that this is somehow a win for Raila Amolo Odinga? You see Raila is highlighting it the other side. ODM Director of Communication is also highlighting it there. It seems to appear that Raila and his political handlers, they want Kenyans to see this thing. Why is Dennis Itumbi now highlighting on it? Is this a scheme, or is it that Dennis Itumbi and their other brigade are just confused? Because this is actually campaigning for Raila Odinga. Having looked at the whole issue carefully, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that there is a reason as to why Dennis Itumbi is also highlighting on the same thing that seems to come out as actually campaigning for Raila Amolo Odinga. Because highlighting that post is to indirectly campaign for Raila Amolo Odinga. So why is Dennis Itumbi also highlighting this thing? Number 1, it might be actually true that Jubilee Party has already settled on Raila Amolo Odinga. Because it has not started today. It's something that has been happening behind the scenes. And also Jubilee Secretary General Raphael Tuju sometimes back made it very clear that they are trying to formalize some kind of an alliance, after which they will have one common candidate for both Jubilee and ODM party. And also Jubilee Vice Chairman David Muradhi has also been insinuating that it's a Mandela moment. So from where I sit and also from where Dennis Itumbi also sits, it might be actually true that Jubilee already has settled on Raila Amolo Odinga presidency. So Dennis Itumbi in this case might just be saying the truth as it is, that Raila Odinga is the Jubilee's candidate. Though in our next video, we'll dig into details, the political implication of Jubilee supporting Raila Odinga presidency. That's a video for another day. Secondly, Oda through Dennis Itumbi might be trying desperately to sell Raila phobia in Mount Kenya. We are just from a by-election in Kiambaa and also Muguga. And from where I sit again, and also from where other political thinkers sit, the kind of outcome that they got from the by-election was not what they really expected. It was a big blow on their side. So with that realization in mind, Tanga and Oda, they are trying to sell a Raila phobia to the residents of Mount Kenya so that the residents of Mount Kenya can dump Jubilee and join Oda en masse to the last person. Because for quite a very long period of time and for quite some times, it's widely believed that to sell Raila in Mount Kenya is like selling pork to a Muslim. So Tanga might have realized that their fortunes are dwindling on the mountain. So they want to use the Raila phobia to gain ground once more, or rather to gain ground once again. That might also be a reason as to why Dennis Itumbi is highlighting this thing of Raila being the Jubilee presidential candidate, just to sell a Raila phobia so as to rebuild their lost ground on the mountain. Most likely that's also what Dennis Itumbi is also trying to achieve. And then thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, Oda fears a Raila candidature, saying Jubilee has settled on a Raila Odinga is like now they want to provoke Jubilee party into coming out to deny or at least to talk about this thing, after which they'll just get a fodder for their usual propaganda. Yes, for their propaganda. Let me put it that way. You know, Oda party, they are desperate to exactly know exactly what Jubilee is doing. So they want to provoke Jubilee into coming out to deny this. Because if Jubilee denies that Raila is not their presidential candidate, the same Oda and Tanga will now use that again to create a wedge between ODM and Jubilee party again. Or maybe they want to provoke Jubilee into actually coming out to talk about this issue. And if they talk about this issue again, Tanga will now know again what Jubilee is planning so that they can also use that for their own advantage. So this is also a very clever strategy by Tanga, maybe to know what Jubilee is planning, or maybe to thwart if Jubilee wanted to support Raila Odinga, maybe for Jubilee to put a hold on that for their fear of a Raila Odinga candidate. That's also most likely the reason as to why Dennis Itumbi might be really highlighting this thing that seems to be giving Raila mileage. And then fourthly, ladies and gentlemen, Jubilee party let me put it, Oda still has fond memories of their days together as Jubilee. Oda, they are still remembering in nostalgia the good days when they was together in Jubilee. So Tanga from where they sit, they have really not moved on. Their mind is still in Jubilee. At the back of their mind, they still dream about Jubilee and also think about Jubilee. They have not moved on. But on the other hand, if you look at Jubilee appears to have moved on. They have accepted that there has been a divorce between themselves and the William Ruto team. But if you look at maybe some of the Oda supporters or even Oda campaign strategies, it seems they have not yet really owned that. So they have not come out, or rather, they have not accepted that the marriage is over. They still have those fond memories of their days together in Jubilee party. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, Oda from where they sit, they are trying to also highlight that Raila is Jubilee's presidential candidate, maybe to spite the Oka principals, Kalonzo and Mudavadi. They want to paint a picture to Kalonzo and Mudavadi that they don't have a chance now in Jubilee or even in any coalition, because already Jubilee has now settled on a Raila presidency. So that can have an impact of maybe even infuriating Kalonzo or even Musalia Mudavadi to walk out of the talks, because we know currently these people are still talking. And in political negotiations, it sometimes takes time for maybe the negotiators to see sense. So in this case, Dennis Itumbi wants to hijack the process very, very early so that he can throw aspersion to the Oka principle that even though they are negotiating, they don't stand any chance of being supported for the presidency. So that can have an implication of maybe annoying Kalonzo or even Musalia Mudavadi. And in annoyance, Kalonzo or even Mudavadi might now prefer working with Uda or even Tangatanga. Uda or even Tangatanga. I believe that those are the 5 main reasons as to why Dennis Itumbi is highlighting that Raila is Jubilee's presidential candidate. Something that would really make Raila supporters very happy. But nonetheless, Dennis Itumbi is taking the risk of also highlighting that. And before I forget, ladies and gentlemen, in our next video, just as I did mention when we were starting, I'm going to do one video, a detailed analysis on the political implications of Jubilee Party having Raila Amolo Odinga as their candidate. What does that mean for Raila Amolo Odinga? And what does it mean for Jubilee Party and even William Ruto? That's our next video today, most likely, or even tomorrow. So let me leave it there. If you've bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, tap on the subscription button and also kindly give this video a like. Give it a like, please. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana.